So we can just finish up the last of these guys here. Very nice explosion. I like using that. It's like a red cart of some kind. So it's probably a good idea to focus on the live enemies that are actually fighting you before you focus on the ones that are just... Oh, I did not see that guy right there. He hurt me pretty bad. I'm somewhat confident in my ability to stay alive and clear these things out at the same time, but like I said, just focus on clearing the guys out first before you focus on these ones that are in levitation. So I know that there's probably still more enemies just based off the music playing. It's like there's just one last guy down here. And that stops the music. I'm just gonna get rid of that. And we can collect all our goodies. All these health items that the enemies dropped. I noticed there's a file back here, kind of hidden. I want to pick that up. Something is like howling up here. That must be above us. Head on over to in this direction.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems.
So the astral plane is kind of like that sub-level that we play. We unlock the grab feature in it. It's pretty much the area that you unlock all your features in by completing the astral plane missions. So you'll acquire a few more like abilities, I guess. And basically what Dr. Darling was saying is the astral plane, that part of the map, is somehow accessed through the subconscious of the director, which is whoever's holding that service weapon. The service weapon is in charge or in control of the building, and it takes orders from the voice that is in the astral plane that controls the director's service weapon.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective, but that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it.
So we're understanding the astral plane a little bit more. So what they're talking about is that service weapon in their hand and its connection to the building, which is connected to some type of voice that's leading whoever's holding that service weapon is connected to the building in a way. The building's purpose is to basically like control and hold all the objects of power that exist. And the astral plane has something to do with its connection. They're involved with each other somehow. This is just one of the objects of power. It's kind of like a spherical magnet in a sense. It just keeps following you wherever you go. This is a battery mission. At the time I didn't know what to do. I just kind of ran in here. I noticed that button didn't work. And at this point, I was just trying to stay away from that. I believe it's called the Hiss. Astral Spike is its name. And there I find the two batteries. I go back up here to this main control. I click the button. I notice that, okay, it is working now. So I just jump down and I realize, oh, you probably have to trap it here. So I'm going to just kind of wait for it to get kind of close. Maybe to that line. I'm going to hit the button and run through. Now, I tried this a few times, but the fastest way was just run straight to this control panel. Don't bother trying to lock this door right here because this door,
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
when you run through it, it closes on its own. So now that you have that locked up where it's supposed to be, this door opens up here. And again, you don't have to shut that door.
Someone answer, damn it! Marshall, are you still there?
We're so close. We need to hurry.
So we need to continue on here to find Marshall. So this spherical glowing red orb here, that is the Hiss cluster. And basically what that does is it recharges every enemy around it. So it is very, very crucial that you eliminate that enemy first. All the shooting and damage that you do to a specific enemy, as long as that thing is near it, it'll recharge their health. So it's almost like all the work that you're doing kind of is for nothing if you don't take that enemy out first. So it's very, very vital that you just get rid of that one as quickly as possible. Get rid of those orb-like enemies first. So usually what I do is I just rush them. I just try and focus all my energy, all my shots onto eliminating that enemy at all costs. Because once you get rid of that one, all these enemies that you fight can no longer recharge. So I'm just kind of using the stairwell to fight both waves of enemies on the top, I guess the second story and the first story. Now I just got hit with that rocket, and as you can see, I'm in the panic zone. So one more shot, one more hit, and I could potentially be done. So I'm playing this very safe. I'm actually kind of playing it a little timid because I don't want to get shot. But I'm kind of just trying to take out who I can while kind of tucked away back here in this stairwell. I'm realizing these guys keep moving and they're really difficult to shoot. I am kind of getting them, but I need health bad, and I know I've injured enemies beneath me or below me, and they have health items I can pick up. So I'm kind of just trying to get rid of these guys so I don't get shot when I run down there to grab them, because I really need to replenish my health. And I could probably do it really quick, but this seems to be working. So I'm kind of just focused on getting rid of them, or at least wounding them until I run down there. As you can see, I'm like, my health is really, really low, and I cannot get hit by anything. So I'm starting to get a little impatient. These guys are very tedious about their movements. And looks like there's another one on full health. About at the point where I'm just gonna go take a chance and run down there, but as many of them as I can eliminate. See, there's still got that one. There's one back there that's really dangerous. The Hiss Elevated 2 or 3, or the Snatcher, whatever you want to call them. Those guys are just as dangerous as the Hiss Elevated because they also have those telekinetic attacks as well as rapid movement. So they move very quick. This is a good example I want to point out. My health is really low. The music is still going, so there is enemies that are still alive up there. And I'm getting too distracted on taking these ones out that don't pose no threat. What I really need to do is run down into the center area and replenish my health, because I could be distracted on those ones that aren't posing a threat and easily be shot. So I wanted to just point that out to you guys. That's going to help you. As soon as you have that opportunity to run out there and pick up your health, do it as quickly as possible. And don't get distracted on taking these ones out like I am here.
People, children, and TV land, and all the little kids around the world, don't be like
The nice thing I like about this game too is as you get closer to the direction you need to go, the enemies will kind of just like walk more towards you. They'll kind of migrate more towards where you're at as you get closer. So I'm kind of just clearing out these ones that are in levitation as I go, playing it really slow. I'm not really worried about them too much. I mean, they can hurt you, especially if you're low on health, but kind of just getting rid of what I can, moving very slow, taking my time, letting them migrate towards me. See, I know he's still alive, or there's one over there. But yeah, I'm so distracted on these ones up here. And that's a perfect example right there of why you should just focus on eliminating the enemies that can hurt you first.